Hi everyone, my name is Anatolii Koval. I am a solo game developer. Long-term work on the game development has been one unpleasant peculiarity. When the project tires, the work becomes a chore. Even if the project is interesting, and after a year of development, there is an aspiration to make another game and then return to the main project. This is what happened to me. My enthusiasm vanished, and the development progress became long, suffering, and heavy. So I decided to pause a bit and switch to another project. This game is called Final Prayer. I developed it back in 2013, and a year later the development was stopped. In those days I created games on the old Wintermute engine. The Kite was developed on this engine back in 2012. The engine is quite simple and has many drawbacks. Also, there is no graphical programming, so I had to write the scripts in C by myself. But the problem of the Final Prayer project was not the engine, but the plot. As a novice developer, I made the typical mistake of all beginners. I started working on the game without a clear plot. It was changed and rewritten many times. Eventually, the game without a defined plot was a set of incoherent locations with puzzles. After a year of development, the project was abandoned. However, I regretted wasted time and invested effort. The project accomplishment was only the matter of the plot creation and adaptation, as well as drawing up of several locations, perhaps. I decided to revive this game here and now. According to my plan, it would take me a few months to improve the game. I would really like to release some kind of project this year. First of all, I stepped up to the plot. This is the main character of the game. I don't like the way he looks at the moment, so I decided to redesign him. I have worked more on this equipment and also added some details. Now he looks much better. In 2013, I chose a side view for the game deliberately by analogy with platformers to facilitate my work on animation. In this case, the character is asymmetrical, so the trick with a mirror image won't work for him turning left and right. That's why each side of the character has to be drawn separately. When the character walks, he turns sideways to the camera. In addition to the front and rear view of the character, I still had to draw his left and right side views. All these images had to be doubled, as there should be variations of the character designed for open space and indoor conditions. Fortunately, the only element that differs is the character's head. There were no particular problems with the standby animation. It was created in unit according to the usual scheme and represents a slight swaying of the character from side to side. The animation of walking was created in Dragon Bones. In fact, I had to puzzle over the manner of walking with heavy thought. The unaltered part of the plot, created back in 2013, was about the events that happened on a snow planet where some automatic extraction stations had been built. From time to time, there were engineer brigades that came to do preventive maintenance on the machinery. One day, the spaceship of engineers crashes somehow. The main character escapes successfully by a life-saving capsule before the fatal crash. He needs to find the other survivors of his crew, yet to reveal the mystery of the previous brigade, which disappeared without a trace. Before moving on, I created puzzles for almost the entire game. Most locations are already finished, but I had to draw some of the first ones and last ones. Here is the first location. I've already drawn it and even programmed some features. Unlike the old version of the game, this one has the camera moving smoothly at the unit and much better animations. Don't pay attention to the ship on the horizon. That was drawn back in 2013, and it looks completely absurd. It's temporary and will be redrawn in time. We can push this concrete block even to the nearby location. That's all I've done in 2 months. The new plot is quite complicated and full of numerous events. The number of new characters and locations has increased as well. Now the game development requires far more time than expected, and I've fallen again into the same trap twice. As the development process becomes more difficult, I began to miss my main project. To avoid wasting plenty of time in development on a large project, I decided to return to the safe place design because it was way more important to me. And the final prayer was scrapped indefinitely once again. Still, I hope to bring this game to fruition someday. Now I can work on the safe place with a renewed vigor. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and follow the game development process on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching. Take care.